I look like a ballerina. Hey everyone, it's me, Karen, the one and only. I'm gonna make a little, I don't want to make it a talking video because I also want to like add clips of like day in the life type stuff, but at the same time, will I be able to do those things? Because I have to like protect and like stay in the box, or like not violate, I don't know, private stuff, I guess. I don't know. I am I'm in my internship right now, but I'm almost done. I have about a month worth of internship to finish off. But don't hate me. I don't know if I'm feeling it. I don't know if I'm about that tech life. And God. Yeah. And I feel not annoyed. I feel a little bit like, oh God, here we go again. But also like, you know, we have to do these things to find out if we can continue with it or not. So, I mean, if I didn't try, then I wouldn't have known, but I did try, and I don't know if I'm thinking about jumping ship too soon, because it is still very much early on. So I might be jumping ship too soon, but also like I'm starting to like get real with myself, instead of being like, oh my God, look at me being an adult and I'm in an office and I'm like doing things. And now it's starting to like it's starting to be like become the background, and then it's like, okay, and now it's just you. And are you about that life? Like, do you see yourself doing this? And I don't know. I don't think so. So I'm a little bit like but I have an idea of like, I tried sticking this to the wall and the pasta noodle is falling off the wall, but there's some residue left, and that seems to be like an idea that is sticking, that is like, maybe I might go down that route. Like, this was like a specific route, but now I'm gonna try to shift into a little bit more broad / specific. So yeah, anyways, I was talking about it the other day with one of the employees here, and they were like, no, don't say that, like, you didn't even really get to try tech yet for you to really be like, you don't know if you're about tech. And I'm like, I don't feel motivated enough to be like I'm gonna, because there's like, tech is so big and there's so many routes that you can go, but like, obviously going down those routes you need more certifications, which means more studying, which means more tests, and I hate studying. I don't like it, and that's why I never really liked school. So unless they make it fun, but like, no, I don't like it. And also I'm like, am I interested in that? Like, I like to do more hands-on things, and I like to be like, how can I help you? But I also don't want to be in retail because people are just ridiculous. Like, how can I help you in an office wise? So I feel like I'm leaning more towards like administrative, or receptionist type. And I feel like I feel like those words are very like, oh, that's like such like a basic, like, I don't know where the higher, like where the ranking of it is, but like when I hearing that, I'm like, I'm fine with it, even if it isn't a high ranking, because it doesn't sound like it is to me. It just sounds like the person at the desk who's like, yep, what do you need? How I can make that appointment for you. Let me make a call. Let me schedule that appointment. Or let me, go ahead and book those flights for you and stuff like that. Like, it sounds so like little and stuff, but yeah. I don't know how well they pay, but at this point I'm like, hey, anything is grateful and enough to make like a decent amount of salary to at least to be able to pay rent is great, because the whole point of me like being like, I'm gonna get out there is like to be with society, but also like have my own place, and then be like, now I don't have to like live in like a mentally insane house and like walking on eggshells all the time, because that's not a way to live. But I also don't want to, I know myself to not stay at a job where I'm not like not even the slightest way emotionally fulfilled or satisfied. So yeah, there's a lot of things that I like and there's a lot of things that I don't like, and I'm trying to find what I can tolerate and trying not to have my feelings and emotions take over and be like, I don't want to do this. So I'm trying to be stern with myself, but at the same time be like, don't be too stern where you're just rigid and everything is just beige and boring and just like, I'm here to do this and then I go home. Like, I want the place that I work to also bring me some sort of satisfaction besides being transactional. Like, whatever I do, I'm always gonna put my energy in it, because energy is money. But I want to make it worth my energy, at least. Like, it doesn't have to be my whole energy, but at the end of the day, I want to be like, I'm happy to have helped. And being in tech, I'm like, it's okay. But I think it's like a mix of like, you really gotta know your stuff, and then also a lot of just like sitting around and waiting for someone to come to you when they have trouble with something. But it's like, an easy fix of like, oh, did you try turning on and turning off your computer and stuff like that, So yeah, I mean, I am in the job hunt right now, so it is like interesting, but also like it's half interesting and half discouraging. So yeah, and I'm half not confident and half like, I don't want to do this for the rest of how many years, because I'm not passionate enough. Like, yeah, helping people, but I need more variety. Like, I don't want to just sit here. So yeah, and right now it's like I'm helping with the best of what I do know, and if I don't know, then I will find out, and oh god, that scared me. I will try to educate myself to like try to figure it out. But then the other half, which is like, it's giving 55%, is just like sitting down and just like on my phone waiting around, and it's just like, I don't like doing that. I don't like sitting and waiting around not doing anything. Like, people would love to have a job where most of the time they're not really doing anything and they're still getting paid, but like, I'm a girl with trauma And I have lived in chaos, so I need to have something to do. It doesn't have to be chaotic, but I don't not like having nothing to do. Wait, am I saying that right? I don't like having nothing to do. Like, I want to there be like things for me to do, and it being a variety of things. And here it is a variety of things too, sometimes, where it's like, oh, this computer's broken, or oh, this computer's slow, or oh, I don't know. You know, it's just, yeah. You know, it's the same thing, and I want of a more like not relationship. I don't know. Anyways, I want to be more hands-on, and I want to be more like, I don't know. I want to be more involved, but I don't really feel involved. And maybe that's me, like, I don't know, maybe that's me personally, and I need to work on boundaries and being like, Karen, you don't always have to be involved, and that's why your energy is always like, yeah, I don't know, it's strange. But also, is it because my moon sign is in Aries, so, and it's also in the 10th house, which is like your career, like your overall, like how you work in your day-to-day life. And I work through my emotions, and sometimes she's very like, I'm new to everything, but I'm also aggressive, but I'm also very passionate. So yeah, it's weird. I made a whole list of like, here are things that I'm good at, and here are things that I'm good at and that I can do, that I'm like, girl, no problem. And then here are things that I have some trouble with. But like, you know, once you know, I get the idea, and then I'm like, okay, you know what, I think I got this on my own. You can let my hand go. You can let my hand glow. You can let my hand go. I'm flying. So yeah, I have an idea of like where to like, I'm not trying to climb up the ladder, but if I was to, then I think the end goal would be, like, in corporate career-wise, it would probably be like a project manager, so I can like dip my fingers in a little bit of everything. But I don't know. I'm also like, I just want to be a housewife, owns a farm, helping raise the kids and animals at the same time. So there's that. But on the plus side, I signed up to get HERS medication. And so I will be back on my anxiety meds. So maybe my head will be like straight again. Or maybe there won't be any difference. Maybe I'll still be like, yeah, I don't know if I want to do this. So there's that. But it's been hard. No interviews yet. But that is what has been going on in my day. And this is what usually goes on during my week.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious why this girl's limping. Welcome back to Nate the Hoof Guy.
The title says, I could smell what the Rock was cooking.
With a rock like this, the question always is, did it go all the way through? And with this one, I can confirm it did, because I can smell it.
Make a video. Okay, me and Sherilyn are gonna do a hair tutorial. Finally. Everyone right now, we're just blowing up my hair.
scared me. Hello. It's future Karen, not really. It's right now, Karen. So, I didn't really get to record much of what I do in a day at my internship, but it is what it is, you know me. Internship is over. It's been over for 2 weeks now, and it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle the whole time, but it's even more of a struggle because it's hard out here. It's dead. Um, so yeah, I think I'm not as passionate in tech as I've realized, and I'm okay at it. But do I have the want to continue further my knowledge and interest about it? No. So that's that. Um, and about administrative work, I'm not too sure yet. A part of me is still like, but another part of me is like, eh, because I don't want to do the work of other people who are older than me and incompetent. And I've had that experience not from like an older person, but just from a colleague, aka the other guy who was also at my internship, who was also an intern. And I was basically doing half his work because he was just sitting there not doing anything. But then he was just also like, oh my God, I want to do this, I want to do that. But then also being like, actually, I really don't like doing any of this, but I want to do it because it means more money. And I'm just like, is that where your heart really lies? Because your actions are not giving. So you're going to have a hard time getting up there. But I mean, he's a guy, so who knows? Who knows? But so far, not good. Um, yeah, I did record earlier and it was a lot more like in the moment, in my feelings, and energy. But this time I wrote a list so that way it's not 30, almost 40 minutes long, and including the clip before this, that would be like an hour long. So, yeah, internship's over. No jobs has been calling out. I mean, I've been applying, but no one has been responding back. So it's just a void out there. um, and also that's making me spiral because I'm like, hello, how am I supposed to find a job? How am I supposed to find some stability? The whole point of doing all of this and changing paths and all that stuff was to find stability. And I'm panicking right now because there is no stability. And I'm also realizing within myself that stability, who is she? Not in my blood. Maybe from somewhere else. Maybe someone. My future husband. Um, where is he? Nowhere to be found. um, so which is not good because like, am I choosing jobs that I'm like, yeah, I can totally do this. I can see myself doing this. Um, that for myself, or am I applying to jobs in hopes of I will meet my future husband and then I can be like, oh my god, finally, I can have some stability in my life. You take care of the rest, and I'm just gonna go be a butterfly. Um, so that's not good, and I need to focus. I need to focus on myself and what I need to do. And what is that? I don't know. So I've turned back to my roots because I have my cosmetology license. So I'm like, oh, I never went back to that. And I kind of just lost sight of everything. And I have dealt with people along these years. And so I feel a little bit more okay with dealing with people now. Is it a little uncomfortable? Yes. But can I do it? Yeah, I can do it. Do I want to? No. Um, and that's what this book has taught me. Working and liking it. Um, I just started. I'm not even anywhere near the middle of it yet. But so far, it has told me that you should focus more on the things that you are good at rather than the things that you're not that good at. Like, it's good to like be better, like hone your skills in your weaknesses, but like you'll only end up being mediocre and not like, oh my god, professional, I'm so great at this. And I actually like it too. I don't mind it. It's just going to be like mediocre. Whereas if you already have things that you're good at, then you are just really good at it. You're professional and you it's in your blood. You do it really well. You don't mind the work and it's easy peasy lemon squeezy for you. It's not hard for you to like understand and it's not hard for you to get. Just in cases. Hello? Can you hear me now? Okay. Um the mic's dying, the camera's dying, the storage is dying. So I will try to move on with this really quick. What was I saying? It's better to be it's better to continue focusing on the things that you're already good at rather than the things that you're kind of weak in, because then you'll just level up to mediocre level rather than the things that you're really good at, which is basically professional level. You can do it no problem, easy peasy, and it'll make working a lot better. Yeah. So I was like, oh my god, period. And so I got to thinking like, well, what am I already good at professionally? Like, what do I have the certifications in? And I was like, I have my cosmetology license, girl. So then I was like, okay, well, let's expand my job horizon search. So I was looking into good old classic, cosmetology type stuff. And they were looking promising. I felt a little bit better. And I think I kind of was just sidetracked because I was like, why did I do any of this when I already have this whole entire skill set? So that was a whole moment that I had. But I'm here now and I remember. But now I'm also twisty turny. I got an interview. It was actually yesterday. And it was at a hair salon. Walked in there, sat down to wait to be called, and I was just not vibing. It wasn't that the place wasn't like good energy. I was just like, this is not the place for me. Like, it didn't feel right. And I had that inkling, I had that gut intuition. And a part of me was like, is it really not for me? Or is that just like nerves and anxiety? But at the end of the day, I was like, yeah, I'm not a hairstylist girl. Like I could do it, yes, but it's just too much energy and too much like masking I feel like that I have to do. Yeah, I would just I feel like I would have to like turn it on all the time. And maybe it could be that hair salon place where I would have to turn it on all the time because it was the energy was just so up there. Um, but that's not their fault. That's not my fault. We were just not vibing and matching. And there was a couple times when I was thinking to myself like maybe I should tell the receptionist like, "Hey, actually, I'm just gonna go. I don't think this is a good fit for me." But then I was like, "No, Karen, just stick it through. Like, it could be the nerves and anxiety. Like, just do the interview, and we'll see how it goes. But at least try your best." And so I did, and it was pretty quick, and it wasn't really too interviewy. Like, it was more so like what position are you looking for? We have this open. Let's try you out for this. What's your number? So we can like have a um not a I don't know, like I guess like a testing out kind of like day. They haven't called me back, which or texted me back, which is fine by me because by the time I got home I was like I'm not gonna go through because it's just not it. I was being nice, but if they were to contact me, I'd be like, "Sorry, girl. There was another place that I ended up picking. So thank you for your consideration and sorry." Um, but at this point, they're not contacting me, so I'm kind of like, that's fine too. We could just both ignore each other. So yeah, and I think I'm more of a spa girl in general. But now thinking about it, and I'm still in the midst of spiraling and still trying to like figure out what direction to go, sort of. Um, I was like esthetician type situation, but then like that whole entire day kind of just like low key put me down because I was like, I really thought I was going somewhere, but then it turned out to be a no for me. And just like ranting and talking about it with like my sister and my mom, I was just like, ugh, I'm just so like, I think I'm just being too like sporadic, and I'm just like, okay, move on to the next thing, move on to the next thing. But like I'm rushing too much, so now my body is like, ugh, girl, hold on, like we're not feeling this right now, we're not ready to move on. So like, slow your horses. And so now I'm kind of like, I don't even know if I'm feeling esthetician. So now I'm back to where the heck am I gonna go? So I was spiraling. Like I said, I still am. And I have turned to AI now because why not? That is the future. So I turned to AI and I was like, hey, Poe AI to be exact. Poe.ai. That's a place that I learned on my internship place. One of the guest speakers, they were like, use Poe.ai. There's really, really versatile and they got a lot of things. And they do got a lot of things. You can make a lot of things off of that thing. Um, but yeah. Anyways, I was like, okay, figure this out for me. I got my astrology, my birth chart here with these, specific placements that have to do with like career and stuff or love life. I don't know. I didn't have like all of the placements, but I think I might do another one where I put all of the placements. But I only did like the main ones. And then I also gave it a list of like my main Vedic astrology, but I don't think it even took any of those into consideration. And then I gave it my human design and the traits and gifts and whatever about that. And then I added at the end, like, also, my MBTI type is an INFP. So as much as I'm like, ooh, I'm a shy girl who has lots of feelings. So it's hard out there already in the world. So figure that out. And it came back with six types of categories, types of career paths, and two bullet points in each. And I tried this with, what did I? I tried this with the Po.ai, and then I did a Korean fortune telling reading on ChatGPT, and they both came back with basically the same topics, and some of them were in different order, but like the first two, or basically the first of each one, was writing and content creation. And I was like, well. No, no crap. Because what the heck? Why was I like literally about to be like, you know what, let me be a writer or whatever, and then I just like literally flipped the table and was like, actually, let me just do tech. And that's probably why my therapist was like looking down on like the, oh, tech is like, and I was like, well, girl, you're really being encouraging. But low key, I guess she was really like, why don't you just do the thing that you're like good at, like hobby wise, and turn that into something? And then I'm over here like, I can't do corporate. And then I come back the next day, I'm gonna do tech. I don't listen to myself, and that's my issue. And then I make these videos as like video diary. When I'm finally successful, when I am successful, and like, I don't know when, but universe, please make it by the end of this year. But you know, no rush, no rush. We don't like the rush. But please, um, I'm gonna look back on all these videos going on almost 10 years. Isn't that crazy? And being like, wow, I really was a hot mess. And I never listen to myself. And I always come back and I'm like, hey guys, back to square one again. I hate it so much. But who's doing that? Me. I'm the one doing it to myself. Anyways, so now I'm thinking, writing, right. So what kind of writing? Like some practical writing, corporate writing, creative writing, content creation. I am not that girl to do like fast paced media. Like, I'm very slow paced. That's why I have this YouTube channel, because she's very slow paced. So for my slow intake girlies, thank you for sticking around. And I just like, sure, I can do reels and like small short content, but like, I have too much to say. It's not gonna fit in that short amount of time unless I literally like write a whole script out, which I'm trying to do right now. But it's still gonna be long, this video. Um, so yeah. Anyways, trying to figure out on that, and also little hints here and there. So I don't know if I mentioned. I don't think I mentioned, but during the not internship, during the IT program, they paired us up with mentors in like the field, in the tech field, or in like the corporate field, because you know, we're young adults trying to get into this corporate life. And I love my mentor. She is a for real, with all my heart. I believe it. She's a part of my soul tribe. I'm inviting her to my future wedding, and I told her that. Um, I don't know what it is. I don't know if she's just really being nice, or she is sent. She was, you know what? I'm just gonna say it like it is. She was sent to me from the universe. And divine timing is crazy, because story time. So yesterday when I had my interview, I was like sitting there like, I don't know if I can do this. Like, I'm not really feeling this. I'm a little nervous. And it's a no for me right now. And I'm just like, really that fast? But you know what? Sometimes it is that fast. And there's just one single cloud right there, and it's just so cute. I'm gonna have to take a picture of that later. So bada bing, bada boom. I'm sitting there reading on my human design, like, is this right? Should I be feeling this way? Like, let me try to hone in back in on myself, instead of being worried that I'm saying no to this opportunity. And bada bing, bada boom, my mentor texts me, and I'm like, yes, girl, because she always comes through with like, give it to me straight, solid advice. And it's like, it's sometimes it's like, why do we have to do this exercise? But then other times it's like, but guess what? it turned out fine, and guess what? You're actually really good. And I'm like, what? Really? So she texted me and she was like, oh my God, I saw your letter and it was so nice. And we're not done. Just because the program's over doesn't mean that we're over. And I was like, heck yeah, girl, we're not over. You're coming to my future wedding. Um, this is so crazy. The universe is like really on it with the timing. I'm at an interview right now, finally, but I'm not feeling it. So I don't know what to do. But, anyways, just you texting me, I feel better and I feel more assured that, like, you know what, I'm not feeling it. And she was like, yeah, if you're not feeling, if you don't want to do tech, if you don't want to do anything in the beauty world, that's fine. And she was like, in fact, you could be a writer because Karen, I just love the way that you write and how you express yourself. Like, it's really, like, it's great. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so nice. Thank you so much. But in my head, I'm like, girl, I'm literally spiraling to you. Like, what do you mean? This is like, oh, yes. It's masterful, is what she said. I'm like, what? I'm just being honest. And my honesty is that I'm not vibing with it. So I was like, oh my God, that's so nice. And just the fact that later that day from spiraling, the AI said, based on your chart and the stars and your DNA and who you are, writing is the way for you. So I'm like, oh, right, okay, write and creative content. Okay, yeah, I totally know what to do with that. So I don't, but I'm exploring options, and that's where I am right now. And yeah, and then I also was going to read. Remember these books? Look at look at how old this book is. This book is from, I don't know, I think kindergarten, to be honest. Yep, it's from kindergarten because I literally have just like words and sentences of the day and like crappy handwriting. Oh my God. So cute. That's so crazy. Okay, I have this book out because when oh my God, I'm jumping around everywhere, but I swear this is the last thing. When I was getting ready for my interview for the hair salon, I was like, let me brush up on like my old hair salon like knowledge. So I brought down my textbook, and next to my textbook was this composition book that I have. And I don't know when I started doing it, but I've been writing myself. Oh my God, 2006. That's crazy. I've been writing down future letters. So holds one. Okay, so this future letter, I didn't write the year. I think this has to be like the first future letter I wrote. Yeah. Okay. This is so crazy. This is taking a lot because I'm like I've been through so much that like reading this back, I'm like I feel her in me. Okay, future letter. Oh my God, I didn't even spell it right. Future letter, final, by Karen. Well, it's time to say goodbye to the future. We will meet again soon, maybe when I'm an teenager. Hey, let's put our future teachers in our future letter until I am before until I am an teenager. Okay, grammar. P.S. I miss you, future. And I love you, grandma and great grandma. Don't forget, I love you. Ugh, so cheesy. My grandmas weren't even dead then. I was just like, let me catch up. Okay. Next future letter. This one I did write the year. It says 2010. And I wrote in square letters. Hello, Karen. This is past Karen. Hope you are in the 8th grade. Hope you're in the 8th grade. What happened? So what's happened? Question mark. I hope everything is great. What year is it? Bye for now. I miss you, grandma and great grandma too. I love you. Mind you, my great grandma is not dead yet at this time. I was just trying to get ahead because I didn't want to be like, you know. Okay, now it's starting to get like real mature. Wow. Oh my god. Can I read all of this? Well, you guys are sticking around. Okay, so this is crazy. Future letter to Karen, November 3rd, 2012, when the world was supposed to end. Dear Karen, this is past Karen writing to you. Right now, I'm 14 years old. Oh my god. But you should be in high school by now. Maybe in 11th grade. I wasn't. I was way older. Um, are you still chasing after your dream of being in a K-pop blah, 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 girl group? Are you still trying to learn Korean? Do you know what this means? And then I wrote in Korean, 안녕하세요. And then I said, it means hello in Korean. Anyways, I hope you are healthy and doing okay in school. Oh. I hope you are still a big fan of Boyfriend, a Korean male group. Okay. They disbanded, but they came back together. But it's not like how it used to be. Um, have you listened to Gangnam Style lately? Lately? Ay ay ay. I think that's when it like originally came out. This year is 2012. Hopefully you're still alive. Ha ha. Things have been going well, but it's a little crazy since I'm in 8th grade. Please write another future letter after you read this. It's tradition. Just kidding. Stay positive. Always be happy. Expect the unexpected. Expect everything. You're doing great so far. Keep going. You're almost here, or you're almost there. By Karen herself. What am I talking about? I don't know. Love, past Karen. Oh. That's crazy. Okay. Future letter to future Karen, August 18th, 2017. Dear Karen, this is past Karen again. Currently 18 years old. Ew, I know. It's the last week before college starts for you. Oh my god. High school was a fun, adventurous, lesson learning, growing experience, and I hope whatever you've taken from being in high school stays with you into your adult years. Always remember to do what is best for you. Do what makes you happy. Don't let fear get in the way of your goals/dreams. Oh my god. I need to take these advice right now. Watch at least one romantic movie whenever you're on your period. Guys, that is the trick. It heightens everything. It makes everything like, yes, fireworks. Always try your best. Hustle, network, work hard, believe, and never give up. You can do and be anything! Exclamation point. Also focus and prioritize on and work on your craft. Wait, she was onto something. What the heck? What craft? I don't know. I don't know when you'll read this, but hopefully towards the end of your college years or after. And I did not go to college. Did not survive even 1 week. I trust you have great friends and don't forget the old ones. Maybe even a good man by your side. LOL, JK. Wow, she was rude. She was savage. And then I put in parentheses, he just better be supporting you and pushing you to do/be better and respectful and really, really loves you. End parentheses quote. Anyways, bye for now. Write another future letter after this. It's tradition. Be happy, be healthy. I believe in you. Love, Karen. Oh, that was so nice. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Guys, this is the most recent. This is. Here's. Oh god, things keep dropping. Here's the recent one. I put a sticky tab so that way I won't lose track of where it is. Okay, it says July 21st, 2020. Oh my god, we're in July. Future letter to Karen. Hey Karen. I said skip the dear. We're not getting sentimental. Hey Karen, it's old Karen here, and I've just about had it with this year. As you know, it is 2020. We are in the pandemic. It'll probably be in history books by the time you see this. Hopefully, fingers crossed and praying that things are way better than they used to be. Girl, things are not. They're worse. Where am I? Things are way better than they used to be. Smiley face. Right now, I'm still 21. Oh, that makes sense. What? Okay. I'm still 21 years old. What? Not me writing. What? Currently trying to balance life between regular part time and finally taking an actual step towards our dream. Our dream? This dream for you? Not now. It's a little annoying and exhausting at the moment, but I know it'll pay off in the end. Maybe, hopefully, while reading this, you are a well. I'm sorry to disappoint. Maybe, hopefully, while reading this, you are a well known up and coming artist. Oh, RIP. Up and coming artist, and you are living the dream. And I put little 3 stars. Keep writing, keep speaking your truth, and being you. That part, period. Be good to yourself and others. Don't let the outside negatives and people dim your light. There's bigger plans for us. That wasn't her speaking, that was the universe speaking. Live in the moment, but don't lose yourself. Always go with love. Thank the universe. And don't forget to write another future letter. God darn it. Okay. It's tradition, B. Don't even think about skipping out on it. I don't think I ever was, but okay. And then I put, okay, love you. And I put, love Cameron. That was, I thought it was going to end on like a, oh, sweet note, but that was actually sad. Sad. Oh, okay, well, I'm going to be like, hey, refer to this YouTube video. And yeah. Okay, well, to end on that note, I hope you guys are doing well. Because I am not. I am hanging on by the thread. Um, but yeah, I hope you guys are surviving and somewhat thriving. And I don't know when I will upload again because life is crazy and times are hard. But it is birthday season for me and my sisters, so I might upload all of our birthday events and stuff like that. So yeah, if I remember. But I hope you guys are doing well, and if you aren't, I am sending positive energy and vibes to you. Thank you so much for watching and being here with me today and hanging on for the ride. I'll see ya next time.